Hello everybody and welcome to Squad Films. This is me, Zed. This is probably going to be one of the first videos, maybe, up on the channel. Not really sure. We've been recording a few things pre-channel, and it's City Skylines. We made it. We made it to City Skylines. Game I've been wanting to play for a long time. I haven't played it in maybe 8 months, and that's a struggle. It's not great when you don't get to play games you want to play for a while, and I find myself in that situation, but we're back. And I'm thinking a few things might have changed, maybe not. Just trying to decide what map I want to play on, and what we want to call it, because a name is probably just as important as any. So, ooh, Lagoon Shore. That seems like an interesting one, but I'm not sure if it's somewhere we want to build. Islands might be fun. Let's do that. Seems to have. Oh, we forgot to call it, but I think we can change that. We can district it anyway. And I'm not exactly sure what we're gonna call it anyway. But yeah, I'm glad to be playing this game. I know there's the Natural Disasters update or DLC, and hello, yeah. Now let's see if we can at least get the basics down. Don't really even know the controls anymore. And then E, and then R, and is it F? Yeah, okay, there we go. That's probably important. Now, we have this noodle little off-ramp, which seems alright. I'm not exactly sure how I want to go about this, because obviously we need to build roads first, but...
Roads? Where we're going, we don't need roads.
If we just do that first and then delete it, because it's a trick that I do remember, is you do that and that opens up the opportunity to things like one way, which I think these are, aren't they? Yeah, they are, so... We're going to go one way off of this, and this is going to probably be a main road for a long time, so we should probably do this in a way that it doesn't have housing on it, because you don't want housing on the main road. And I don't know, like, there's not really anywhere that has, there's a few places in what you would call, is this alright? Yeah, okay, this is the right way. In what you would call the real world that has, I guess has, does this work if we go all the way up here? I guess it does, but we might want to do it curved to make it at least look pretty. Like this. Oh. I don't know if this is going to work. Yep, no, that should be fine. Okay, no, we're gonna have to bring it down on a corner here and then across, but that should be fine, I guess. I guess so, yeah. Why not? I don't see why that couldn't be fine. We'll just bring it up. Maybe 1 or 2. I think maybe 2, because I feel like that gives us... No, maybe we'll go from 1. Maybe we'll just go from 1. Because, you know, small beginnings and all of that jazz. So we'll just go for 1 for now. Yeah, there's a few places... Before I got a bit distracted, there's a few places, you know, that you get around that have... I suppose it's gonna look a bit weird, isn't it? You know, housing on sort of the main roads, but it sort of looks very weird. But that's going to be our central road system to just stem off of from now on, and we can have slip lanes and whatnot off of it. But we're not going to have housing on here, is what I'm trying to say. Mostly because it will just not work. We might not even have anything on here. We might put some parks or something, and I'm thinking what we'll do is have the industrial zone over here. We paused, we are good. Money-wise, how are we doing? Alright, so I guess what our task is essentially to build some housing. So these are one-way roads, so they need to come off as one-ways. We might build the housing sort of towards this lovely little waterfront for now. Industrial will probably be over here. There's a factory over there and I don't know why, but this lovely woods will probably become completely ravaged by operations. And we need to come up with some names as well. At the moment we have this terrible looking junction. And there's a rock in the way there. I don't know how badly that affects it. Might actually move this up a bit. Although, there's not really anything that's coming here, but it's okay. I sort of want this straight though. But there is the key to, I guess if you come right off the side here, you have that issue of it turns into an intersection, not just a slip lane. And I don't know how that really affects traffic, but I'm assuming it's not great, so we may as well create a few slip lanes here that sort of run up a bit like this. And then that can come back in there. That doesn't look too shabby. And then this is going to be a way. And I'm not sure if one-way roads are really the way to go. It feels like a more difficult way to go. Then sort of like that. And that does annoy me that that's not perfectly square, but you don't really live anywhere that is perfect. And I don't think we want this to be the perfect symmetrical place. And, you know, it probably won't be because I'm building it, so therefore it's going to be a struggle. And then do we have like a one-way up here that comes out here or something? Or is that just going to disturb? We might just go sort of up here like that, and then off of here might be the next lot of houses, which is, I feel like, what would this be, like sort of a terrace, I guess. I guess you have these in the real world. And I don't know if City Skylines is about building a realistic city. I guess it's about building whatever that you want. I feel like I'm going very slow currently, but we'll get there. We could call this, like, I feel it's really boxy, so maybe Boxville, but that also sounds incredibly mundane and boring, but that's what it looks like. It's pretty boring. Pretty sleepy. But I guess, like, you have to realize that it is a city building game, so it might not get much better than this. Let's go with, like, you can just rename the city here, can't you? Yeah, Lakefield. So if anyone's got some suggestions, definitely drop them in the comments. If I don't name it by then, which I might. I might have a light bulb moment. Okay, so that's the only way off there. So we want industrial. So that's going to get everyone off there. Now if we have industrial coming off here, that's going to stop them coming into this intersection of people leaving. And then if we have them come up here, it's going to also space it out. So we might do that. Might have industrial come off out of here, like, and then we'll box this up similar to how we did the previous one. Maybe not quite as much of it, and then we might do that, but then also have this bit sort of coming, maybe like around, down, up. This looks terrible, doesn't it? It's not in line. So let's just delete this bit, because I want this in line. I at least want it to. Why is it not lining up? Is it because it's snapping? How do we turn off the snap? I think it's this, isn't it? Yeah. So we lined up like that. Oh, wow, that's meant to raise up. We can tell it's been a while. Like, getting stuff like this straight is sort of important, I guess, to make it look somewhat respectable. And then how do we get this to come on a straight line there? Oh, that looks. We're actually starting to get, I guess, a city going here, but we're gonna need water. So do we put a water tower in? No, I guess we got to put one of these in, and we can put it there, which, you know, means we're gonna have to put like the sewage down here so that it doesn't, because that might have been a mistake, but we live for the mistakes. We're out here to make not too many, but some mistakes. And again, people will probably get ragey that I'm not doing these efficiently or neatly, but again, I don't really care, because the people of Squadsville. Don't... Is that what we're going to call it, Squadsville? I don't know. Don't really have... They don't have the time. They don't have the effort to deal with their day-to-day lives. Don't concern them with what you would call... These seem a bit excessive, but I don't think we have any other way to wind. So put these... Look, we're going to end up putting stuff probably all around here, but there's sewerage here, so we may as well put these out here. This is going to be our wind farm. That's probably already spent too much there, and might even have a bit of a struggle getting these about. Nope, seems to be okay. I guess we would have had to run power to that anyway, so maybe we're doing this not too badly in efficiency wise. Efficiently wise. I have no idea what I'm saying. I guess we could put some industrial down here. Not really sure. The people of Squadsville don't know what they want. They can't handle it. They can't handle this brand new... I don't know what would really drive people to move out into a place like this, but is it too early to put this here? Do we want... Probably don't want shops there. Probably just put... Okay, we'll clear that. We'll have like a nice little shopping zone here. I think this is a good start for our small little city. I think we can probably... I probably don't want to speed up that much. It feels... it just doesn't feel like a real place when you really bump it up so much. So what's happening? We're losing money, but that's to be expected. We're making investments. We have some factories out here, and things seem to be going all right. Except we do need some power here, so what I might do is throw some power lines along the back of this to here, and then this is spreading up here, but I want to make sure that it spreads. How are we going to get this across there? Okay, there we go. Power should be good for now. We can slowly get rid of those lines as we get things like factories growing underneath. Growing? The factories grow underneath the bridges? I don't know. I just forget how to really expand in this game. The further you zoom out in these things, the more impressive they look, because you start to get down and you realize that you live in a grimy underworld of... Are those people? No, they're fire hydrants. I was like, they look like Lego people on the side of the road. Why do we have so many fire hydrants on the side of the highway? Here, there's like 4. This road, I suppose, could be called like Fire Hydrant Highway, because there's definitely not any danger of a fire here, because there's a lot going on. Happiness. People are morbidly depressed in our town, but they've got water, so come on, guys. What? They can't decide what they want. Oh, it's becoming nighttime. Advisor help. Build roads and zone them. Okay, what do we actually need? Apparently not a whole lot. We're just here to oversee a lovely raining evening in Squadsville. Okay. How do we... Oh, there we go. I was like, how do we rename this? Is Ville like that? And why would it have a capital? I don't know if that's how you do it, but who cares? We're going to roll with it. And if I've made a mistake, I'm going to feel bad. I'm going to feel pretty bad. Whoa, bird's eye. Whoops. There's just too many controls for me. I'm just not ready. If that was like... Okay, it's F, that's right. This game looks so pretty at night now. I'm glad that they went with that. Oh, and we're making our first $14 an hour. We're really getting to it, aren't we? But, like, what do we do now? Because we got money. I guess we can start building roads at a point. There's probably... I don't know, this feels a lot better than a roundabout, but we need to... If we just go off here, that's going to cause congestion, so maybe a roundabout becomes good at that point. Little hamlet. Okay, so we did something. We got achieve. We got achieve. And that gives us taxes, loans, garbage, healthcare, education. Okay, that's going to give us some things to do. We're not going to need to expand right now. We just need to make our people a bit better. We can put these shop front. We can put this probably the other side. Maybe like... Why does this not want to build? I guess... sort of... Do we have to destroy someone's house for it? I really would prefer not to, but... Okay, maybe we destroy a little business here. Although it doesn't seem to like... Okay, that seems to be a good spot for it there. So we might put it there. Garbage. Obviously, we might actually have to... because I feel like if this is going to be the industrial zone... Okay, let's just get a dirt road here. Sort of go... Let's give it at least some character, you know. Tips are rarely sort of... on a legitimate road, and they're sort of a bit poxy and odd, so let's do that. I want this to feel like a real sort of, not like a real place I guess, but at least like a place you really wouldn't want to live, which is most real places I guess. We don't have the money. Okay. So we're going to have to put off the town's education a fair bit until we make that money. We're at 7,000. We can probably manage our electricity a lot better. Because it seems that there's a way that you can... How do you see how much electricity is actually being used? Okay, so there's a fair bit available still, so... And it is at night, so during night we'll drop it by 10%. And here we'll drop this by another... few percent. Same with water, we might drop off just a little bit. See how that goes. Garbage disposal, we'll just drop off by 5. And same with medical, because I don't think we really need... That's probably almost too micromanagement. I don't think anyone really needs the hospital at night, do they? And schools, well, that doesn't matter actually. Okay, so that looks... We're looking pretty set, I think. You know, we're making 72 an hour, which... is pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie. It's not great. We need more housing and apparently more industrial. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put a terrace sort of off here. I think is the next best move here. So let's get a few terraces off here. Oh, we're not on straight road. What is this? Elevation step. There are a few new things, but it doesn't feel like a new game, which honestly I'm happy with because I don't want to have to learn a new game. And then eventually what we can do is off of one of these, maybe we'll make like a Beverly's Hills on this completely flat piece of land, but like you know, a Films Hills or something like that goes along this lovely waterline for the more, you know, privileged of this place. Should we have double along here? Maybe we will. And this will just really expand, and hopefully this doesn't do too much damage to the area in terms of traffic is what I was trying to think of, which I know I struggled with pretty badly. I might just not do that whole thing because again, traffic and all that. I might actually put, do we need any shops? We might put a few in, just, I need to undelegate that. Because I feel like having shops on a main road is like a tradition. In a sense. Not really. Okay, we're living life on the edge in terms of money. This music is intense. We don't really want to put stuff along there. But it just completely stopped all of a sudden. Oh. Okay, we're running out of power during the day? So power's used more in the day? I guess? Or we're just really riding that wall. I guess we did just add a lot more, so we'll bump that right back up to 100 and I'd say it'll be fine. 101% is fine. Looks like that might have solved the problem. What I'm going to do is just put a little subdivision off of here. Oh, okay. And I like not having to demolish buildings for things, because it's like, it would happen sometimes in real life, but a lot of the time they're not going to demolish a building just to put a road in. So like a way on like this, they'll just bend it around the side of it like this. So I like to do that. Makes it feel real. You know how serious everyone is about keeping it real these days, and we keep it real in Squadsville. I think we've got a pretty good town going here. Honestly, I think things are beginning, and even though we've got very little money, I think this town has potential.